Hey guys, it's Lizette. Welcome back to my channel. So today I am going to be doing a Is It Worth It video. So the product I have today is it's not even kind of, it is an expensive product, but I decided to splurge. So I got the Artis Fluenta brushes, and they come in this beautiful velvet lined box. And I'm sorry, it's a velvet box. It is satin lined. And as you guys can see, I have a little cotton swab there. So it is a satin lined box. And the brushes that come in it are the Circle 1 brush, which is perfect for dotting on your concealer. It also comes with the Oval 3 brush. And the Oval 3 brush, we'll get into my thoughts on these brushes in just a minute. Okay. This brush here is going to be the largest brush in the set, and this brush is the Oval 6. And it looks like there's a hair. There we go. Or a fiber. It's not hair, it's Cosmo fiber. But this one is the Oval 6. Okay, the next brush that comes in it is going to be the Oval 4. And last but not least is going to be the Linear 1 brush, which looks like this. So here is the whole set, you guys. The set was quite pricey. I'm not even gonna lie. This set, I want to say it was $210. I might be wrong on that, but I think it was $210. So now I'm going to get into a little bit more of the review on the brushes themselves. So this brush here, which is the Oval 6, it has a little bit of fibers from I had a little round cotton pad for it to sit on in the satin lining. But this brush right here, to me, is the perfect brush for foundation. Now, they do sell larger ones, but for me, this one is the perfect size to go in, go under, and all around. It's not too big, and it's perfect, in my opinion, for foundation. Now, the next brush I'm going to talk about is going to be the Oval 4. Now, the Oval 4 for me is the perfect brush to go in with your under eye concealer, and I absolutely love this brush as well. The next brush I'm going to talk about is going to be the Oval 3. The Oval 3 brush to me is the perfect brush to go in right here for contouring for your nose. They also say that you can use this brush for eyeshadows. To me, I prefer the traditional eyeshadow brushes. This is just not a brush for me that I have gotten used to using. I have been using these brushes for probably about a month and a half or so. I got them for Christmas. So this brush to me, it is the perfect brush for that. But as far as an eyeshadow brush, just no. This circle brush here has been advertised as a brush to go and dot the concealer in. I have not used this brush at all. I don't get it. It's not that I don't get it. I don't want to get it. I don't like the whole concept of the circle brush. Okay, the last brush is this brush here, which is the linear one. And this brush you can use for liner. You can use for your eyebrows. I have used it for both. I've used it for my eyebrows. I've used it for liner. It is okay to do the liner and smudge out your liner. Other than that, it's just not a brush that I feel I need in my life. So a lot of these brushes for me are just brushes that I'm glad that I got this set, because it ends up being cheaper when you buy this set than buying the brushes individually. So I don't regret buying the set. And I'll continue using them and playing with them, and I'm sure that I will eventually get used to certain ones. But my favorite one, hands down, is going to be the Oval 6 for foundation. It applies beautifully. It's really, really smooth. It blends out the foundation very nicely. And then for concealer, like I said, the Oval 4, I really, really like for that. For contouring, again, the Oval 3 would be the one to go in here or in the nose. So those three brushes, the three oval brushes in the center, would be the ones that I would recommend. If you were just going to get one brush, I would recommend getting the Oval 6 for your foundation. What I do like to do with these brushes is after I go in with the, after I go in with the Oval 6 and I spread my foundation, I do like to take my blender sponge and go in and dab it out. Now this blender sponge is actually an Eve Pearl blender sponge, and I prefer this over my Beauty Blender by like a lot. I have a Beauty Blender here that's not wet, so it's clearly going to be smaller, but the Beauty Blender, to me, the Eve Pearl one, it gives you the option of having the bottom to go ahead and blend out, as well as giving you the tip to go in on the precise lines, where this you can, and you can dab it, but this one here, I just like the way that my hand fits nicely in it, and I'm able to blend it out. Like I said, I do have the Beauty Blender, and I also have the Blender Buds, which are the unique Blender Buds. These are dirty. What I use the unique ones for is picking up the translucent powder and setting my under eye concealer. I find these very good for that, but I don't particularly care for those either. The one that I am loving is this Eve Pearl sponge. It's a cross between the blending buds that are kind of like a harder rubberized latex, and the softer of the Beauty Blender. So it's kind of like a mix of the two, so you get the best of both worlds with this sponge. And yeah, this wasn't a review on this sponge, but I really, really like this sponge too. Okay, so the final review as far as is it worth it and would I rebuy? So the art, you know what, I didn't even take that off yet. Ooh. I haven't even taken the plastic off yet. There we go. Okay. So the final review on the Artis brushes and would I repurchase? Yes, I would. Even though I only use the three in the center of the oval brushes, I am going to start playing with the other ones more. My biggest thing is, as a makeup artist, I have so many brushes, and I have some brushes that I've really, really fallen in love with and gotten used to using, so therefore I kind of stick to using them. The benefit or the disadvantage, if you will, with the Artis brushes is they are angled to use on yourself, as opposed to, and of course when I need, as opposed to like the Eve Pearl brush that you can use on yourself or on somebody. This one is to use on yourself. And so that would be the advantage or disadvantage. For me, it's an advantage because I like the fact that I have my own little set of special oval magical brushes for myself. And so that's like my little splurge, spoiled product. So in my opinion, is it worth it? Absolutely. If you would like a nice little set of brushes that are beautiful and they come beautifully packaged. They are a little bit of a splurge, but for me, it was worth it. And then, you guys, this is absolutely filthy. I was not planning on using it to show you guys or say anything about this Eve Pearl sponge, so ignore the fact that it's filthy because I did use it today. But I do really like this. So this Eve Pearl blending sponge is definitely one that I would recommend as well. As always, you guys, thank you for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, and spread kindness like glitter. Bye, guys.